Hey everyone, welcome back to Buick Outdoors. If you're new here, my name is Sheldon Marion, and today we're going to be checking out my little home away from home. It is a 2020 Coachmen 287 BHSS. So if we want to start off at the front, here you have just your regular old electronic jack. It has a little light on the front here, and then you extend and retract your jack. It comes standard with two 20-pound propane tanks. And then this one here, it comes with one 12-volt battery. I just upgraded mine the other day, and I put in a second 12-volt battery, just so I have twice the amount of runtime on my batteries. Especially when it gets cold, the batteries drain pretty quick when that furnace is running constantly. Out front here, we have this great big huge window. And you'll see that when we go on the inside. It's your bedroom is right there. Pretty neat. Out front here, we have these great big huge cupboards here. This one on the inside right there has this little motion sensor light. So once you open this up, it turns on. Once you're not walking around it, it turns off, and then if you walk by it again, it turns back on. Pretty self-explanatory motion sensor. With this cupboard too, it goes all the way along. It goes all the way through to the other side there. And then right here, there's a little switch there, and that's just for kind of the accent blue lights out front. It's a nifty little thing here. At the end, I'll put up a picture of all the blue accent lights on. It looks pretty neat. She's pretty sharp, but for now I'll turn that off. All these cupboards on the outside, they all have a magnet right here and there. So when you go to open something up, there's no hooks. Just put it on there, and it's actually a pretty good magnet. I haven't had any doors fall down yet, so we'll see. They lock into place there too when you just drop them. Those handles are nice. All the windows, it's all these new style of windows. They're kind of more sleek design or something. I don't know. I'm not into the whole cosmetic thing here. Outside, you got your hot water tank, your fridge. We'll come back to this later. It's a pretty cool feature if you have kids. Right here, this is your outside kitchen. And again, has a little magnet there. And just holds itself open. So here you have a little barbecue. Pull that out. Nice little Coleman barbecue. Little drawer. Little workspace. You have a light. And you also have a plug-in over there. You have a little outside fridge. This outside fridge, it only runs when you're hooked into power or you have your generator running. It won't run off your batteries, which is good because then it'll just drain your batteries. And it's not propane either. It is strictly electric. And there's your windows too for the bunk beds that are in the back. Again, you'll see the bunk beds once we go inside here. On the back side, you have a little outside shower. You have that little doohickey up there, that Voyager sight technology thing there. And what that is if you want to put up a backup camera, it's already kind of preloaded for it. I'm pretty sure it's just a plug and play type of a thing. You just hook her up there, then that, when you're backing up, you can see the back end of your trailer there too. This little door, you'll see a little hint here of what it's like on the inside. So here's the bunk beds. This one here is the dog's bed, that's why it's full of dirt and stuff. But here you have 2 plugins, little LED light. You have a window over there that opens and it has a blind. Right here, usually I keep it just for storage. I have the dog's water there. I usually have tackle boxes and fishing rods, but this also flips up. So if you want, you can flip this all the way up and you can fit bigger stuff in there. I kind of thought maybe putting probably like a kayak or something like that in there. It's a big enough spot. I'm pretty sure it would fit. And again, these latches, they are just wicked. Oh, I love it. My old trailer, you had to fight with all the latches. It was a pain. Alright, now on the back side here, you have your regular city water connection. This is just a flush for your black tank. TV, cable, satellite hookup. We're gonna rip that out of this one. Power, gray and black. Pretty basic, self-explanatory. Then you have this giant slide. It is wicked. These are about the only 2 regular RV windows. Is this one here, and then the one that's on the other side there. But you got this big window, this big window. See, and you got this back to normal regular window. Here you have your water fill. Another window for the bedroom. This is the other side of that cupboard there that's in the front of the trailer. You can see tons of room. Chainsaw bar, chainsaws, whole little bit of everything in there. Alrighty guys, so now we got that out of the way. Let's go back over here. And I'll show you up front here. You have these 2 speakers here. They're outside speakers. They're water resistant, not waterproof. So if it rains, they're alright. But if you shot them directly with like a pressure washer, probably wouldn't go over too well. And then here, you got little blue lights there as well. So you can turn them on and it looks pretty sweet. And then also underneath the steps here, I don't know if you can see that little gaffer there. Again, another blue light. But with that one, when you turn it on at night, this whole section here, it lights right up and you can see everything going into your step. So it's really nice to have when it's dark out, eh? But that's enough of the outside. Let's head inside. So once as you come inside here, you have a nice little cubby there. I keep just small things, propane bottles, bug spray. What do I got else in there? Oh, the level when I set the trailer up, keep the level in there. Then you have little plugs right here. Up front here, you have your slide controls in and out. You have an electric awning, again, in and out. Entryway. Curbside, so that's those blue lights I was talking about. This one here is for your step. Again, I'll show you that here real quick. There's your little blue light. And then the one that I didn't mention to you guys yet is your awning light. So that's this one right here, awning light. Now this LED strip, it's your whole awning. And it doesn't look like much, but at night when you turn that on, this whole area out here, it lights right up. It's phenomenal how bright that little tiny strip of light is. Alrighty, now for me, when I was looking at buying a holiday trailer, I wanted my bedroom to be able to be closed off from everything. So here you got your little walk-through door. If you're tired of everybody, close her up. Especially you got a bunch of kids and stuff like that, and you just want to kind of have your own time. Now you have it. So when you're in here, you see in the windows from the outside, you have these blinds, which are pretty neat. They're just run off of little strings. I don't know how long they'll last for, but for now, the first year, they've been working pretty good. You have these cupboards. You got one on each side. You have this cupboard here. It's this whole thing right now. I'm holding on to my guns because we are out in bear camp. So we're hunting out here. You got the bear gun, the hunting rifle, and then my old shotgun. Right above your bed, you have that light. Over here, you got this light. And then that cupboard is the same as this cupboard here. Over here, over in the corner, you have this. Another nice little thing. It came with little dividers here for little shelving, but I took those out because I usually have fishing rods or something like that in there. Another little one down here. And then right here, this is where you access your water pump. So there's a little Phillips screw here and up here. Undo those screws, that pops out. It's very easy. It's a no-brainer to get into that. Right behind me here. So this is a TV backer. So if you wanted a flat screen, right here is where you'd put your wall mount. And then you have your little, I can't remember what they call that. It's on the TV on the living room there too. RF something, whatever. It don't really matter. Then you have your little plug-ins there. Then the bed. It's a queen size bed. If you open her up, more storage underneath there. And I'm sure you can tell already, this thing has more storage than I know what to do with. And we haven't even made it into the main portion of the trailer. Alright, so now we're back into the doorway. First things first, you have this nice little shelf. Little plug-ins right there. You have a nice little cupboard up top. You have a cupboard down below. Then you have that little insert there. Shelby likes to keep her flip-flops there. That's about the only thing it's useful for it. You have this pretty cool little pantry here. There you got pots and pans, potatoes, whatever, all your canned goods. And they're big dividers there too. The only thing that would be nice, I'm sure you could find it anywhere too, is just little dividers that you can put in there so you can keep like your spices kind of separate and all that, but whatever, that's an easy fix. And then underneath that one, you have another one. Again, it's kind of like my junk drawer. I keep all my coffee in there, batteries, any spare ketchup, mustard. Right here you got your little plugins. And this here is your kitchen. And you got a bunch of drawers. Except for this one here. Just a little gaffer. I don't know if they ran out of wood or they ran out of space. But it's there. Don't really matter. And then underneath the sink here, you have this big one. You have this little insert here. It's not quite big enough to hold your spices, which is kind of a pain, but oh well, holds an oven mitt pretty good. Here you have two sinks. The inside of these sinks too, they're not like the old school ones where if you put something hot in there, it's gonna warp and bend or melt. I'm just kind of going off the brochure, but I think it said it's good for like 700 degrees Fahrenheit, so you're fine. Here we got a pretty fancy little faucet. You have just like the regular stream, and then you kind of have like the shower head type deal on there. We have some really big cupboards here. And you have your microwave. I usually use it for holding on to my bread. I camp out in the bush for the most part, so that thing, it doesn't get around. You have a 3-burner stove. This thing here is kind of cool. Push the light. If you like the color blue, this trailer's for you. Then you have this little oven here. It's not overly too big, but it gets the job done. It does work, you know. Then you have just your basic RV style fridge and deep freeze. It's the, what are they, 4.2 cubic feet or whatever. Then over in the living room here, this thing here, this is pretty cool. It is like a 40, what is that, 42 to 46 inch TV. I don't even know. It's a big TV anyways, but it's on a wall mount. So if you want, you can pull it out. What I do when I'm cooking there, I'll fire up the generator. I'll drag it out like that. So that way, as I'm over here cooking away, doing my thing in the kitchen, I got my little show going on there. Usually some kind of a hunting show. But anyways, we'll put that back for now. You have these speakers here. They actually do pretty good for being such small little speakers, but yeah, they get the job done. Here you have, it's a AM, FM radio, DVD player, CD player. The clock's not right now. I gotta change that. You can put alarm clock on there and all that good stuff. One thing I didn't show you guys in the bedroom, it's the same plug-in that we have out here, is these 2 USB plugs. So in the bedroom, there's one on each side of the bed there as well, and they run off of your battery power. So if you want to do something small, like right now I'm charging up a GoPro battery, but if you want to charge up your cell phone, you don't have to fire up a generator or plug into power to do it. You can just plug it right in. And then here, this passes right through to this side. Bunch of space in there. This thing here, this is kind of where I hold all my electronic stuff. Right now I got microphones and such. All this stuff that's on the couch here, all that fits into there. So it's a pretty big cupboard there for you. Now that we're on the inside of the trailer too, we can show you the bunk beds. So these, I believe they're twin size beds. So you can see, like, they're pretty big. Capacity is 220 pounds. So it's not quite meant for an adult, but it's plenty for kids. On the top, that far corner, you have a little shelf there. 2 plugs. You have a light kind of in the center. Or on this one, you don't have that shelf. The light's more off to the side, but you still got your 2 plugs. And top and bottom both have a window that opens and the blinds. And then here you have your nice little couch. This couch, it folds out into a bed. Haven't really done that yet. Above the couch, another little light. Window that opens. This window opens. Here you got these great big cupboards. Again, they pass right through. You have your temperature control here. So if you hit that mode, you can put it on heat, cool, or auto and set your temperature. Down there, you got your little CO2 monitor. And a sticker that's coming off. There we go. And here's the bathroom. So the bathroom, kind of typical usual. Little shelf, cupboard. I got this underneath the sink. Toilet, don't gotta show you that. This is pretty neat. So with this, if you have kids and you want to actually give them a bath, this is nice because this is an actual tub. Where a lot of other trailers, it just comes with like a stand-up shower and they kind of suck. Where this one here, if you want to shower or to bathe your kid or your dog or whatever, no problem. You're going to run out of water real quick, but it is doable. You have your little fan here. Oh, you also have this fan in the bedroom there as well. Here you have all your controls. So you have your gray tank, black tank, fresh, battery, pump, hot water, light, GFI plugs. Very kind of a plain Jane bathroom, kind of what you would expect, eh? Over here, back into the kitchen where we all kind of started. You have this nice light above the table. You have the table with these solid legs. Underneath these seats, you have huge compartments. Oh, fly blanket. With this table too, another reason why I bought the trailer is had all the small little things that I wanted. My last trailer, the table was flimsy. You sat down, you touched a corner, the whole thing would pretty well almost come into your lap. Where this thing here, like it's solid, it ain't going nowhere. I like it. But yeah, this is her. Now for that thing outside there that I said that we would go back to, we'll quickly run back out and I'll show you that thing. Now for most people, it's not going to be a big deal. It really isn't, but for people that have kids or pretty well enjoy sitting outside or watching something while you cook, here she is. You have another 40 some odd inch TV that's on a wall mount, so you can take her out. If it's a nice day and you feel like watching TV, you pull out your TV on the outside, stay underneath your awning, kick back and relax in your lawn chair here, or you can turn it while you're cooking on your outside little cook stove there. It's a good time. And again, it's not one of those things that everybody wants, but for me, it's kind of a cool little add-on, especially if I have kids here in the future. If they're running around or they're getting bored, yeah, whatever. I'm more of an outdoorsy type dude, but once in a while, you just got your own TV show for the kids. Let them sit back, relax, make them some popcorn or whatever on the stove or on the campfire. Let them sit outside, watch their favorite little Disney show, and life is good. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, try to help us grow so we can make a little bit more money, try to buy some more and better equipment, and eventually hopefully do this here full time. Anyways, guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, dirty dog, did you find the river? Other dirty dog. Ugh.